At our 10th anniversary dinner, she raised her glass. Not to me, but to him. To his new king, she said, smiling as her hand slipped easily around her lover's arm. Her friends laughed, clinked glasses, and cheered. I watched them, the people I'd once invited into our home, now celebrating my humiliation under soft restaurant lights. The divorce papers lay between the wine glasses like a neatly folded death sentence. I signed quietly. No scene, no shouting, just a nod. A thank you. And then, I did something that silenced every cheer in that room. But I'll get to that. She wasn't always this way. Once, she was the reason I came home early and left late. She had this way of making the ordinary sacred. Burnt coffee, messy hair, laughter in the mornings. I thought we were a team. I thought love was our foundation. Turns out, I was building a castle on sand. The first crack showed 6 months ago. Late-night work meetings, new perfume, the kind of glow that doesn't come from office lighting. I noticed her phone, always face down. Password changed. Smile softer, but not for me. I didn't confront her, not immediately. People who act on emotion lose their leverage, and I needed mine. So I played the fool. Smiled when she said she was tired, kissed her forehead before her business trips. Then, while she was away, I installed a new home security system, cameras linked to my phone, hidden, silent. I also called a private investigator. No drama, just data. What I found made my hands shake, but not from heartbreak, from clarity. It was her boss, the same man who'd toasted us at our wedding, who'd called me brother. They weren't even discreet. Hotel receipts, weekend getaways, his car parked outside our house the nights I worked late. And then, the text that sealed it all. Can't wait till he signs. You'll finally be mine, my queen. Her reply, soon, baby. He won't even see it coming. I smiled reading that. She was right. I didn't see it coming, but neither would she. I spent weeks preparing. Every account, every property, every shared asset, quietly shifted. Our company shares, registered under my name. The house, refinanced in a trust she didn't know I'd built. Even the car she drove, technically a company vehicle. Then I discovered the final detail that made my revenge complete. Her lover's company was merging with ours, a silent partnership I had legal control over. All it took was one strategic document revision, one new clause buried in the fine print. She wanted me to sign divorce papers? Fine. But when I signed, everything would change, not just between us, but for them. And so here we were, a table of 12, her friends, his colleagues, all waiting for the poor husband to break, to beg. I didn't give them that. I looked at her, stunning, glowing, victorious. Her voice trembled with satisfaction as she pushed the papers toward me. "Let's make it official," she said, laughing softly. "You'll be free." Free. I liked that word. I signed. A single stroke. Then I slid a small black folder across the table. "My gift," I said. She frowned, opened it. Inside were photographs. Of her, of him. Hotel rooms, parking lots, bedroom mirrors. All time-stamped. Her friends froze mid-laugh. The lover's face drained of color. "I thought it'd be fair," I said calmly, "that everyone here knows what they're toasting to." Someone gasped. Someone else whispered her name. But I wasn't done. I pulled out another envelope, handed it to her lover. "This," I said, "is your merger agreement. Page 4, new clause." He opened it, read, and then his jaw clenched. "What the hell is this?" "That," I said, "is the transfer of ownership. You just signed over controlling interest to me." He looked at her, she looked at me. The realization hit them both like a slow, spreading fire. "You can't," she started. "Oh, I can," I interrupted, "because you used my company resources for personal matters. Emails, trips, I have proof." That's corporate misconduct. Her friends went silent. Only the faint sound of the restaurant music filled the air. I stood, buttoned my jacket. "Thank you," I said softly, "for the anniversary gift. You've both given me more than I ever expected. Clarity, freedom, and ownership." I placed my pen beside the signed divorce papers. Then, before walking away, I looked her straight in the eyes and said, "Now you're free too, just not in the way you hoped." By morning, her lover was removed from the board. She moved out. Her friends stopped calling. The house felt quiet, but not empty. For the first time in years, it felt mine. People say revenge doesn't heal you. Maybe they're right. But it balances the scales. It restores truth where lies once stood. She took my heart. I took everything else. And every time I see that pen, the one I signed with, I remember her words. "To his new king," she said. She was right again, just not about who the king was.